Hello, I'm Laura. It's August 15th, 2026, and these are the Saturday Heartlines. The Saturday Heartlines are a time of looking at the past week with its themes and topics and seeing what message arises for us today. And this past week, the theme has been, and it still is for today, strong and steadfast. And today, it focuses on a message of being strong and steadfast together. Now, this message began on Sunday with strength for humanity and steadfastness for peace, and holding to our vision of peace in the face of global conflict, and how our strength comes from doing that together. On Monday, we looked at being strong and compassionate and steadfast in our faith in others. As we considered the people who had struggled through the fires in the West in several states, and people supporting each other in making it through these difficult times, through their own heroic acts to support each other, or just their own inner strength in finding a sense of renewal even in the midst of such disaster. So our compassion went for the people who had struggled with the fires, and our admiration went for their strength in themselves and in supporting each other. On Tuesday, we held a steadfast hope by building strong bridges of peace, and recognize that our hopes for peace don't just lie in government leaders, but also in the many organizations that bring people from different sides of a conflict together to promote peace. On Wednesday, we had a heartwarmer, and that heartwarmer was admiring the athletes in the U.S. National Championships, specifically Hesley Rivera, who had been an athlete on a team with Simone Biles and had also seen Simone Biles as a mentor since a very young age. And this inspired the idea of how when we embrace what we love in life, we can pass that kind of love on to others, because if they have it in themselves, it will awaken and they will pass it on to others. So we looked at being strong and steadfast in a legacy of love. On Thursday, we looked at steadfast courage and a strong love for life by honoring the heroes who stepped up to help in the recent earthquakes in Venezuela and most recently in Colombia. On Friday, we looked at being strong and steadfast in the face of loss, with all of the disasters that had occurred this week, with it being war or earthquakes or fires or floods. Most recently, people had lost property and even loved ones in some cases. So this strength and this steadfastness is something we hold in ourselves, and we can bring it forth even in the face of loss. Because when facing loss through natural disasters or challenging life experiences of any kind, we can be strong and steadfast by allowing ourselves to feel what we feel, and by renewing our commitment to life itself. And part of life is allowing for those feelings in the face of loss. And finally, we come to today, recognizing the importance that we have in supporting each other when finding our inner strength and being steadfast in our commitment toward life. So we're going to awaken that strength and steadfastness within ourselves and show our willingness to share it with others by focusing on it now in our hearts. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes for a moment of silent contemplation and focus on this thought. I find my strength by joining others in a steadfast commitment to living a good life and helping others do the same. I find my strength by joining others in a steadfast commitment to living a good life and helping others do the same. And so it is. Of course, we can be strong by finding our own inner strength, and we can be steadfast in our love for life. But when we join others, we get even stronger, and we find ourselves more able to be steadfast for life, even when faced with difficult challenges. So thank you for joining me today, and may you be strong and steadfast in whatever comes up in your life. Have a wonderful day.